The first reading continues even today to reveal unfaithful Israel. But God is such loving that he continues showing his love to the people of Israel. Just like a number of times for our children, you try with everything you can try to give them the best, but they always go astray and betray you. They are never faithful to what you want them to do. The Lord help us from the first reading to understand that we should continue in love. We should persist loving and giving the best. The gospel reading then is directing us to mission. This mission is to give happiness, to restore the lost dignity, and therefore to give man a good life. The intention of Jesus is not to destroy, but to restore. And therefore, after naming the disciples, the apostles yesterday, today they are now instructed to mission. That they proclaim that the kingdom of God is at hand, they heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse lepers, cast out demons. That is a proper mission for us, giving hope to those who have none, raising the downtrodden, and therefore being there for people who really need God's help. Such mission need one to detach. Such mission need one to know that it is not them, but it is God's mission. It's not their own personal missions, but it is God's mission. They are then invited to carry no gold, no silver, copper, or even the bells, because the Lord will always provide. So if we are to be walking heavy, then we will not manage the journey. If we are light for the mission, for the journeys, then we are able to continue in the journey even when challenges come across. And therefore, the disciples, the apostles, are invited to walk light. When we are walking light, we will reach the intended purpose of the mission. The disciples are once again invited to be consistent in proclaiming the message. And therefore, they should not move from house to house. When we are inconsistent, we will probably want to cover a large place, but with no important impact. They are to stay in one house. They are to be humbled to the extent that they are to eat what is provided for them. And they must be carriers of peace. We as Christians, as the missionaries, we are to be carriers of good news, the carriers of peace, consistent. And we are even to detach from the results of the mission, that it is the Lord's, so that we are able to say at the end of it that it is not our own work. We are invited to understand that those who receive the message are saved. Those who receive the message are invited. Those who do not receive the message may face the challenges. We are then called today, just like St. Benedict, to be able to detach, to be able to provide a proper rule of life so that we may always continue living a life that leads us to happiness, the life that leads us to holiness.